Welcome to the Talkin Vols Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. I told you guys today was going to be chaotic. Third video of the day, and the reason for that is names continue to go into the portal. Information starts to come out who Tennessee will actually target, who they will look at, and I get it. I got a couple of names we're going to go through here, and I know what you guys are going to say because they are both at the wide receiver position. Oregon wide receiver Dante Thornton has entered the portal, and also University of Central Florida wide receiver Ryan OKeefe has entered the portal. Now, I know what you guys are going to say. I already know. I've been doing this long enough. You're going to say, Boogie, we don't need wide receivers. We need defense. It's the same conversation we were having last year during the offseason. It's the same conversation we were having over the summer. Why is Tennessee not pursuing defensive players? Now, what is it? Is it because Josh Heupel doesn't have the trust in the current wide receivers? Does he want to add depth? Is it that they can't get enough guys interested on the defensive side of the ball? That's a question that we can ask. That's a fair question. But, you know, I talked about it earlier today. I talked about it the last few days, actually. I think Tennessee, with the guys that they have going out, it also makes you question if it's starting to look more and more like Jalen Hyatt is off to the NFL. Maybe this coaching staff feels that they need to add somebody at wide receiver. We're going to take a look at a couple of names. As always, do me a favor. Go ahead and smash that like button just below the video. Quick, free, easy. It helps the channel. Plays the algorithm of YouTube. I would greatly appreciate it. Also, if you are new to the Talkin Vols Network, welcome. We're not experts. We're not insiders. We're not media. We are for the fans, by the fans. This is a fan-run YouTube channel. If you like what we do, make sure you subscribe. Click that bell for notifications. You won't miss out when we go live or when we drop a video. So let's go ahead and take a look at the first name. Let me get it shared up here on the screen for you. Oregon Ducks wide receiver Dante Thornton is going to enter the transfer portal. Now, the reason that this name is on the radar is because I was scrolling through VolQuest. Austin Price over at VolQuest.com said that this is a name that Tennessee is likely going to be interested in. This is a name that Tennessee is likely going to pursue. Now, according to AP, he's saying that a lot of people are thinking that Penn State has Dante Thornton locked down, but he also says that Tennessee is going to reach out. They're going to kick the tires. It says here the Oregon Ducks are losing a former top 60 recruit. Dante Thornton, 6'5". Let me read that again. 6'5", 199-pound sophomore receiver announced his intention to enter the portal on Monday night. Again, this was last week. You can see the quote from him. First off, I want to say start by saying thank you to Coach Dan Lanning, Coach Junior Adams, and the entire University of Oregon coaching staff and family for all the love and support they have provided me over the past football season at Oregon. I would also like to thank each and every one of my teammates for always pushing me to be the best version of myself on and off the field. Truly, after countless hours of think while serious discussions with my family about this, I would like to announce that I'm entering the portal. Here he goes on to say what all of these kids say. I'll always be a Duck at heart, but it's time for me to move on to the next chapter of football and make sure that I make the right decision for myself. With much love, Dante Thornton Jr. Goes on to rattle off his stats here. Had 17 catches, 366 yards, and a touchdown. 2 carries for 6 yards this season. Had 7 catches for 122 yards through the first 7 games, with 3 games without a reception, and did not play against Arizona in the final 5 games. Thornton had 10 catches for 244 yards and a touchdown. As a true freshman in 2021, had 9 catches for 175 yards and 2 touchdowns with 7 catches and 115 yards coming in the final 4 games. So again, Dante Thornton is in the portal. Sounds like Penn State's interested, but Tennessee's going to kick the tires. Coming out of high school, class of 2021, he was a 4-star prospect. He was a second-ranked player in the state of Maryland, according to 247 Sports, 7th-ranked wide receiver in the country. So, I mean, he was a big-time prospect coming out of high school. The scouting report on him, long, wiry frame, but needs to add strength, releases off the line well, and gets into the route quickly. Knows how to set up defensive backs, locates ball well, and is sure-handed. Possession receiver with big play capability, has deceptive speed, runs a 4.63 40, attacks the ball in the air, good body control and flexibility, legitimate red zone threat, needs to tighten his route running out of breaks, must get stronger in the upper body, a high-level player for Elite 5 programs, 2nd or 3rd round NFL draft potential. And again, when we talk about, you know, the wide receiver position, you got to trust that Coach Heupel knows what he's looking for. He knows what he wants. Is he going to add, would he like to add a wide receiver that's 6'5", 199 pounds? That's a big frame you can throw out there on the outside, create some big-time mismatches. Another name that is out there in the portal, and this one comes from Brent Hubbs, mentioned it over on VolQuest earlier today, said Tennessee definitely having conversations with this one. UCF wide receiver Ryan OKeefe enters the transfer portal. Announced on Twitter that he plans to enter the portal. Matt Zenitz confirmed that he did enter the portal on Monday. There you can see the tweet from him again, and it's the same old song and dance. And I get it. I'm not me saying that. It is the same old song and dance. It's about my brothers, my teammates. I'm a Vol for life. I'm a Knight for life. I'm a Duck for life. No, you're not, and it's fine. It's fine. Again, I'm not criticizing these kids, especially if it's NIL, whatever it is. Go get that money. Go get that playing time. Do what's best for you. Goes on to say here, Ryan OKeefe played 4 seasons at Central Florida as one of the team's key offensive weapons. He ends his Central Florida career with 184 catches, 2,002 yards, and 15 touchdowns. Played high school football at Round Rock, Texas, where he was a 3-star prospect. Ranked pretty high, 1665 overall recruit in the 2019 cycle, which, again, that's according to On3.com. You go take a look at his career at Central Florida. Again, it rattled off some of the stats there. This past season, 2022, had 73 catches for 725 yards and 5 touchdowns. Last year, 2021, had 84 catches for 812 yards and 7 touchdowns. He is a senior, but he's got 1 year left of eligibility, one and done. And that's something, when we look at who Josh Heupel, who this coaching staff has had success with in the transfer portal, it's been some of these wide receivers that come in one and done. Javonte Payton, Velus Jones, we've seen it. Will Josh Heupel go down this road? Ryan OKeefe is a guy that Josh Heupel recruited. He's a guy that Josh Heupel coached at Central Florida. So that relationship is there. He knows what he's getting. Now, this is a completely different frame when you look at Ryan OKeefe compared to Dante Thornton. Ryan OKeefe, 5'10", 175 pounds, a little bit smaller at the wide receiver position. He's a guy, maybe he comes in, could kind of spell Squirrel White. I think Squirrel White's going to be the guy. But again, if you're looking at a guy like Ryan OKeefe, it just, if you got Jalen Hyatt, he's going to be your guy in the slot. Squirrel White's going to be right behind him. So what all this tells me, what all the buzz right now is pointing towards Tennessee looking at wide receivers. That tells me all I need to know about Jalen Hyatt and what he's going to do after this year. It tells me that Jalen Hyatt is off to the NFL. Cedric Tillman, we know, is out of eligibility. Jimmy Callaway, Jimmy Holiday, both in the transfer portal. I think this coaching staff wants a wide receiver. We'll continue to monitor the portal. We'll continue to see if there's any other interest or activity. But again, right now, hot and heavy at the wide receiver position. I know what you guys are going to say, but you can hit that comment section and say it anyway. Are you frustrated? Because some of you guys, again, last year when we were talking about Brew McCoy coming in, and a lot of people said, why are we going after a receiver? We're fine at receiver. We're good at receiver. We need defense. Those same people were chanting Brew every single Saturday because Brew McCoy was out there making plays. Josh Heupel knows what he needs. Josh Heupel knows what he wants. Dante Thornton, Ryan OKeefe, both in the portal. Tennessee has interest, going to kick the tires. We'll continue to keep you guys up to date. Hit the comment section. Let me know your thoughts. Smash that thumbs up on the way out the door. Also, make sure you go pick up the official merchandise of the Talkin Vols Network. You can go to bonfire.com/store/Talkin Vols. We appreciate the support. Appreciate you guys picking up the merchandise. If you have merch and you're wearing it, take a picture, blast it out there on social media. Tag me. Would love to see it at Boogie Bentley on Twitter. Also, give me a follow. If you're not following me on Twitter, come check it out at Boogie Bentley. I would appreciate it. But that's going to do it for this one. This is the Talkin Vols Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Go Big Orange.